All right. We are live. Yay. Thank you for joining. Today we are talking about cholesterol. You can see, let's see if I can get it to line up right. I'm here at the library and using their whiteboard. Hopefully you can see. We're talking about the different types of cholesterol. Okay. So there's the HDL cholesterol, which is your good cholesterol. And our goal for that is to be 50 or higher. Okay. There's different types. There's the LDL cholesterol. Okay. And the goal for that is 100 or less. Okay. And this stands for high density lipoproteins, HDL, and LDL is low density lipoproteins. Okay. And then this one is called triglycerides. It's another type of fat or another type of cholesterol. Cholesterol, fat, pretty much the same thing. Oil is another type of oil. Okay. So these are the different main types of cholesterol. So when you go to your doctor visit and they run a cholesterol test, those are pretty much the main ones that are being looked at. There's some other ones too, but those are going to be your main ones. Okay. Now, the importance, let's talk about the importance of cholesterol. It's important to have the cholesterol levels in balance. And the reason is because it prevents you from getting a um, heart attack, stroke, bad circulation. When the cholesterol levels are too high, that causes the arteries. Let's see if I can draw that. So if you have your arteries or your blood vessels that carry blood to different areas of the body, they can get what we call plaque buildup. And if you get plaque buildup along the walls, and let's say the blood is flowing, it's supposed to be flowing this way. Well, now there's some plaque buildup, and that's causing the blood to not be able to flow like it should. Okay. So if the blood is being blocked and not able to flow, and sometimes this can end up leading to, if these arteries are going to the heart, then sometimes they block off completely and it becomes a big clot, a blood clot. And then the blood can't flow anymore. It cuts it off. And so anything after this, if it's a heart muscle, if this is going to the heart, it dies. That part of the heart muscle dies. And that's a heart attack. If it's going to the brain, then that part where the blood is supposed to flow to is blocked off by a blood clot. Okay. There's a blockage there. And then you get a stroke. You're not able to function in a certain area of your brain. Whatever area that brain controls, that part of the brain controls, whether it's your ability to speak, your ability to move your arm, your leg, that part, even your eye, it could block off the eye and cause a stroke in the eye, which meaning that you won't be able to see out of that eye. Sometimes it's temporary and sometimes it's permanent damage, depending on how long the blockage is for. So, this is serious stuff. Cholesterol, having good cholesterol is very serious, okay? Now, having said that, the different types of cholesterol, the numbers can mean different things. Okay. So our goal is to have your good cholesterol. Okay. Which is right. Oh boy, I'm trying to get it so that it's, sorry, I should have practiced first. Everything's backwards. Here it is. There it is. HDL 50 or higher. Okay. That's what we want. Generally, we want 50 or higher. You want your good cholesterol number to be above 50 because then that reverses your chance of getting heart attack or stroke. Okay. Now, the LDL cholesterol, okay, you want that, as you can see right here. You want that one to be 100 or less, okay? And then your triglycerides, we want that to be, I didn't write that on there. We want that one to be 150 or less. Okay, that should be 150 or less. These are our goals. Okay, anything out of that balance can cause you to have, like I said, the blockage of the arteries, which means when the blood doesn't flow there, that area dies. That area of the body dies, whether it's your feet, if the blood is not flowing properly to the feet, whether it's to your eyes, to your heart, to your brain, to your lungs, to wherever part of the body, if the blood is not flowing correctly there, then there's going to be some death eventually to that area of the body. Okay. So let's see what causes the good cholesterol to go up and therefore helps the bad cholesterol to stay in a good place. That would be good foods such as omega 3 foods. Okay. So there's good and then there's bad foods. We want to focus on the good foods, and that would be your omega 3 foods. So let me see if I could write here on this wonderful board. Okay, we're gonna write here. So you have your good, okay, and your good foods. We're gonna focus on omega 3. Okay, okay. Hopefully you can see. So now the omega 3 foods would be the one of the best sources, salmon. So the fatty fishes are going to be the highest and probably the best sources. Salmon. Another one that's really good is cod. Okay, I'll put a star. Come back to that. Tuna. These are all just examples. Mackerel. Okay. All right. So these are different examples of fish. Okay, that these are the fatty fish. Now, cod, I'll come back to this. Cod liver oil has really, really good. It's a superfood because it has the good fat, it has the omega 3, it has the vitamin D, it has the vitamin A, and it has the omega 3. Okay. So the cod liver oil is very, very good. You can buy it in the form of capsules now, and it really helps different things. Vitamin A is for the eyes, vitamin D for your bones, for your muscles and bones. It helps gives you energy, prevents cancer. And then omega 3 helps your brain. So omega 3 helps the brain, it helps your joints, it helps when you have inflammation to decrease inflammation in the body. So it helps the different joints like arthritis, knee, all the different major joints in the body is going to help bring that out. It's also going to help the brain function better, help the memory. Okay, omega 3 gets into the brain and helps us to have better memory. And so it also, again, omega 3 is going to help prevent heart attacks and strokes. Okay, so there's your good cholesterol, and that will help that HDL cholesterol to go higher. Okay, all right. So other things that are going to be good, other good foods other than omega 3 foods would be just basic fruits and vegetables. Um, some sources of omega 3 in your fruits, vegetables would be avocado. I'm writing avocado. That one is excellent. Um, olive oil. Okay. They say that a Mediterranean diet is a very heart healthy diet. Um, the different nuts. Okay. All right. So these are all different ways to get seeds like flaxseed and flaxseed oil. Chia seed is another one. Chia seed. Okay. In general, you want as much high fiber foods as possible, and it's going to help the overall general cholesterol. LDL, what helps that is your fruits, your vegetables. Okay. Fruits, vegetables, and the nuts. The nuts are also very good for that as well. Now, what to avoid? We want to try to avoid processed foods as much as possible. So processed foods are going to be horrible, horrible foods. Um, and that would be most processed foods anyway. You want to read labels. So processed foods would be foods that are man-made. Okay. There's one in particular I'll call your attention to. It's called high fructose corn syrup. See if I can write that down over here. That one makes the triglyceride levels go sky high and out of balance. When that happens, that can cause heart attacks. So you want to get that under 150. That balance should be 150. High fructose, okay, corn syrup. Corn syrup. Sorry, it's kind of hard to write and hold this computer. High fructose corn syrup. That is very, very bad for the body. I could put it in the chat as well. High fructose corn syrup causes the triglyceride to go up high, and that is in what? Well, so the non-maple syrup, the non-natural pancake syrups, it's in everything from your syrups to your like sodas. When you go into the gas stations and you go to the fountain drinks and where you could just get your own drinks, most of those have high fructose corn syrup. It's like a cheap sweetener. And it's actually, someone told me that it's illegal in Rhode Island. It's banned in the state of Rhode Island. So it is bad, okay? But it's in a lot of processed foods that are sweet. It's a sweetener. So look out for that, read for it, and cut it out. Another one that is very important to remember is that if you're drinking alcohol, beverages, beer, any kind of alcohol can make that triglyceride level go up pretty high. The triglycerides, when they're really high, they can cause pancreatitis. It can cause, again, the heart attack and stroke, just bad things to happen to the body. Really try to get that level down. Um, okay, so a lot of times people have low HDL. Okay. When that HDL is low and this triglyceride is high, you have a higher chance of having diabetes. Again, higher chance of strokes and and heart attacks. So it's definitely very important to have these things in balance. Our LDL cholesterol, this one tends to go high. You want that 100 or less. That one tends to go high when we're having foods like rich foods like cheese, too much creams or ice cream, too much butter, too much red meat, fried foods, shrimp, shellfish, pork. All of these different type of foods can cause the cholesterol to go up too high. Instead, you want to try things like again, a high fiber diet, fiber in the diet as much as possible. So fiber would be fiber diet. Fresh fruits and vegetables, salads, fruits, veggies. Okay. So I say salads, smoothies. Smoothies are a lot of fun. Juicing, that's gonna help. What else has fiber? Your beans and lentils. Okay, so those are gonna be very important as well. Um, what else? Whole grains, oats, oatmeal, okay, whole grain cereals, whole grain breads, not just whole wheat, but whole grain. You want to look for the grain, whole grains. So these are the things that you definitely want to have a high, beans are great, lentils also, wonderful for the cholesterol. Okay, what else? So, avoidance of the wrong foods, again, processed foods, man-made foods, be careful of those, try to stay away from those, go towards the live foods. The live foods are going to be um, all the good stuff that we talked about. The omega-3 foods, the salmon, tuna, the fruits and veggies, um, avocado, olive oil, nuts, flaxseed, chia seed, different type of foods like that. These are the things you want to go for. Watching out again for too much cheese. Not saying you can't have any cheese, too much butter, too much cheese, too much eggs. Now, there are some eggs that are high in omega-3, and they advertise those. Those are the eggs that are generally, I think they call free range. They come from free range chickens. It's what they feed the chickens and how the chickens are brought up, that the eggs are more healthy and have more omega-3. Also, there's a type of red meat that's actually healthier for you. It's called grass-fed beef. So, grass-fed beef is something that is actually a good investment. You don't need a lot of it, but grass-fed beef would be really, really good for a better cholesterol number, better cholesterol, better heart healthy. Okay. Um, let's see what else. Oh, exercise. Exercise also helps the cholesterol to come down in balance, helps the blood pressure, cholesterol, helps the stress levels, all these things to come down. And you want the right type of exercise like cardio exercises or exercises for the heart. Okay. Which would be jogging, running, treadmill, um, walking, especially a fast-paced walk, dancing, things like Zumba, okay, playing sports. These are all heart healthy type of activities that help your heart. Okay, so these are things that are very important to do. Um, as far as how much, about 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours per week for adults, and for kids, about 60 minutes a day is what they need for their heart to be healthy, their bones to be healthy, to be able to have good, healthy growth. Okay, wow. That took me longer than I thought. I think that that's everything. I'd like to open it up for any questions. Does anybody have any questions they want to put in the chat before we end? Thank you for joining, by the way. I want to go back to the cod liver oil capsules. I want to emphasize that cod liver oil, again, a lot of people have low vitamin D levels. So, cod liver oil will help the vitamin D levels, vitamin A, which is good for your eyes, and the good cholesterol, the omega-3. So, try and get some cod liver oil capsules in your diet, especially take it on days when you're not eating as healthy or you're not getting as much vitamin D. By the way, salmon, I forgot to mention, has vitamin D, and tuna, those fatty fishes have vitamin D and omega-3 as well. Okay. Well, I think that does it. Thank you for joining, and hopefully that gives you a good background on good cholesterol and the importance of having uh, good good fats in your diet and try to eliminate excess bad fats. We're all going to eat a little bit of bad fat here and there, but we just don't want excess amounts of it. Okay. God bless. Love you to life. Have a great day. Until next time, hopefully, um, around this time next Saturday, we'll do it again. Okay. Bye bye.